Princess Evie's Ponies, Indigo and the Magic Rainbow Pony by Sarah Kilbride and Sophie Tilley. It was raining at Starlight Stables. Princess Evie decided to clean her pony's saddles. It was dreary work, but just as she finished polishing the last saddle, the sun began to shine. "I think it's time for an adventure," said Evie happily. You see, Princess Evie's ponies were magic ponies. Whenever Evie rode them, she was whisked away on a magical adventure in a faraway land. "Come on, Indigo," smiled Evie as she led her beautiful pony out into the yard. Evie pulled on her rucksack of useful things and jumped on to Indigo's back. Sparkles skipped excitedly around the puddles. He loved going on adventures. They trotted towards the tunnel of trees. Evie closed her eyes. Where would the tunnel take them today? She opened her eyes to a kaleidoscope of colours. Shimmering butterflies danced around her, and all of Evie's clothes had changed to rainbow colours, even her socks. Indigo's mane and tail reflected the butterflies' beautiful colours. In the sky above, a perfect rainbow glimmered. "I think the butterflies want us to follow them," said Evie. "How exciting!" The butterflies led them to the end of the rainbow, but when Evie stepped out of the clouds into the garden full of grey flowers, she couldn't hide her disappointment. "Where've all the colours gone?" she sighed. Just then, Sparkles gave a meow and padded towards the wishing well. On it, there was a map with a special rhyme. "Search and find each rainbow girl, collect their 7 stones and swirl them in this magic well, then watch their colours cast a spell." "I think we have to go to Rose's summer house first," said Evie, and off they went. Soon they found Rosa. She was holding a ruby wrapped in a scarlet handkerchief. "Let's swap," smiled Evie, and she delved into her rucksack. Evie handed Rosa a crimson ribbon. "This is for you." "Thank you, Evie," smiled Rosa, tying up her wavy hair. A sparkling waterfall was the next stop on the map. Azure and Fern were paddling in the cool water. Evie found some paper in her rucksack and helped a girl to make boats that gently floated around the pool. "Thanks, Evie," they giggled, giving her a sapphire and an emerald stone. "Only 4 more stones to go, Sparkles," smiled Evie. Next, the map led them to the mountaintop, where Magenta was singing along with the birds. Evie couldn't help but join in with the pretty melody. "This is for you," Magenta smiled. She gave Evie a crystal stone in return for 2 beautiful feathers that she put in her hair. Next on the map was Sunflower Field. There, Evie found Saffron and Amber having a picnic. "I have something for you," said Evie. She pulled out an apricot for Amber and a peach for Saffron. "Our favourites," said the girls, and they carefully put sparkling stones into Evie's rucksack. "Just 1 stone left," said Evie, as they followed the map all the way back to the garden. But where was it? "Without it, the magic won't happen," she sighed. Just then, Indigo trotted off. "Where are you going?" called Evie. After a few moments, Indigo reappeared from the rose bushes with someone on her back. Someone holding the last stone. "I'm Violet," the girl said. But as she handed the pretty amethyst stone to Evie, it slipped and rolled along the path. Even Sparkles couldn't stop it from falling into the deep, dark hole. "We'll never be able to get it," said Violet. "Meow," said Sparkles, tapping at the pocket of Evie's rucksack. Evie pulled out a long piece of string. "This'll do the trick," she said, "but we'll need the butterflies' help." The butterflies carried one end of the string to the bottom of the hole and tied it around the stone. Evie gently pulled up the amethyst. "Hooray!" cheered Violet. "Let the magic begin." As Evie dropped each of the stones into the well, the rainbow girls appeared. The water began to swirl and a fountain of rainbow bubbles filled the garden. Everything returned to colour. Shimmering butterflies and pretty hummingbirds swooped gleefully through the rainbows. "Hooray!" said Violet. "Let's play hide and seek." They were having such fun that at first they didn't notice dark clouds appear. "I think it's going to rain," said Princess Evie. "It always does," smiled Violet. "After all, you can't have rainbows without rain. You'd better go before you get soaked." Violet stroked Indigo's velvet nose. "Bring them back to the rainbow garden soon," she whispered. Evie and Sparkles waved goodbye, and Indigo trotted back through the tunnel of trees. Back at Starlight Stables, Evie took off her rucksack and noticed a little umbrella tucked inside. It was decorated with colourful butterflies. Suddenly, there was a crack of thunder and a rainstorm began. Evie put up her new umbrella. "The sunshine will be back soon, and then we'll have a beautiful rainbow," she said. "Thank you, Violet, and thank you, Indigo, my magic rainbow pony." "Meow," said Sparkles. The end.